So hello guys, in the previous tutorial, we learned how to install VS Code and how to install Python on your computer. Now in this video, what we will be doing is that we will be writing our first code and we will be discussing about print statement. Okay. So we will try to, cover some, basic ideas about how to print a simple statement in Python, how to print numbers and all. So let's begin with this. So first of all, what you need to do is we will be creating a new folder here. Now, this new folder will be our CodeHype, that is our channel's name. So in this folder, we will be saving our all Python files. So you have to also create a folder wherever you want. Now open Visual Studio Code. Now, what I will do here is I will be, there is this thing, file. You have to open this file. You have to click on open and select your folder. Now, this folder code hype that I have created, I will open this. Okay. So I will open this folder and okay. So what I will be doing is, let me close this. I'm opening this now. Okay, so this is this welcome. So you have to create a new file. So I will be creating a new file. This new file is I am creating new file Python. So okay, I will open a folder. Now this folder is on my desktop that is called Code Hive. So we are into this folder. You have to trust this. Now I am going to tell you that how you can create folders and file in this. So you can see this plus icon. This is for new file, this is for new folder. So first I am creating a folder here. So my folder name is lecture 1, lecture lecture 1. Once I press enter, this lecture 1 is created. So you can see here this code height folder, that was what I have created. Now inside this lecture 1 has been created. Okay. Now what I want to create a, you know, first, file inside this lecture. So what I will do, I will click on this, add a file. I will create a new file inside this folder lecture one. This is called as print statement .py is the extension. Okay. So this is the extension and our Python file has been created. You can see here inside this, folder called CodeHype. We have this lecture one folder and inside this you have this Python file called print statement.py. .py is the extension of Python file. Okay. So inside our VS code, what we have done is that we have done this. Okay. Now what I am going to tell you is that I will write our first program, that is print statement. Then inside these parentheses you have to use these double quotes or you can use single quotes also, and I will write hello comma world, hello world. Okay, once I write this, what I will do, I will run this Python file, and what is written here, this is hello world. So the print statement is working properly. We have successfully written our first code. Okay, so now you are a programmer. You have created your first code, hello world. Now what I will do is that now you are familiar with this explorer, how you can create a new folder and all. Now I want to again create a new file inside this folder. I will click on this plus icon which is for new file. I will create a new file hi.py. So inside this hi.py, I am here. So you can navigate through this. This is your one file. This is your another file. You can also see here inside your, code hype folder. There are two files now. First is hi.py. Second is print statement. Okay. I am closing this and I am inside this editor now. So inside this editor, you can see this is the place where we are going to write our code, and this is the terminal where you will get your output. Like whatever print here, like if I say print, I will write welcome to code hype, code hype. So if I write this and click on run, what will happen? This will say welcome to CodeHype. Okay, so this is how your program is running. So we are running this. Now what I want is that I don't want to again and again click on run this Python file. So for this, what I have done, I have created a keyboard shortcut. So if once you click on settings, you can see themes. So these are the themes. So let's see, we have changed the theme. I will choose this theme maybe. Okay, so I can choose any theme that I want. So you can also choose your preferred theme. So this is the theme that we are using right now. Then inside the keyboard shortcuts, you have to type run Python file, run Python file. So you can see, run Python file, and you have to create a particular shortcut for this thing, run Python file. So this is not your, Shift plus enter is for this thing, run selection or line in a Python terminal. That is the by default, Shift plus enter is the shortcut for this thing. But what I have done for my convenience, you have to click on this run Python file. You have to double click here and select any desired key combination that you want to create shortcut. Suppose if I want to, F4 to choose F4 as this. So I will choose, enter F4 and press enter. Now, whenever I press F4, this thing will be executed. But for my simplicity, I have chosen Shift plus enter. So I will be using Shift plus enter for this running this file. So what happens now when you will open i.py or any, program, what will happen? Print statement will be executed only when you will click on this thing hello world has been executed, or you can press shift plus enter. So once I press this, my program is executed. So it is very useful feature that you use your keyboard shortcut to run the Python file in the terminal, because you don't have to use your my mouse and navigate through this button every time. So you should be using any keyboard shortcut that you want to use. So kindly create your keyboard shortcut. This is the shortcut run Python file. When you will do this, you can create this shortcut. Okay. You can choose any desired keyboard shortcut that you will be using for this command. Okay. Now what I am doing, we are going in our first, print statement. We have written hello world. Okay. Now what I can do with this print statement, I can print, I can print a number. I can print a number 9. So what will happen now? If I print a number 9, what will happen? So I have, written this hello world and print 9. Okay. So it is, giving you out hello world and 9. Now you can say that, can I print, when I have, type that print 9, the 9 is, in the output. I have not used any, uh, I have not used any, quotes and quotes in this, these quotations, I have not used any quotes, single quotes or double quotes. Still, 9 is printed here, right? Can I print hello world without using quotes? See what happens if I type hello world. I have not used any quotes. What will happen? Now, if I run this program, you will run into an error. This is a syntax error. It is saying that it is an invalid syntax. So why this is happening? So for this, you should be knowing that there are data types. There are data types. There are data types. So what are the two types of data types? First is string. String. So whatever I have written, string is equal to like hello world. Any text that I am writing here is a string. But any number that I am writing, that is integer. Int integer. So integer is 1, 2, 3, okay, 7, or any float value. Any float value is 1.1, 2.3. So these are float values. So whenever you are, typing any string, you will encounter this error, that is syntax error, because you have not used quotes. So whenever you are, going to type any string, that is any statement, you will be using these quotes. Okay, single quotes or double quotes, whatever you want, but you have to use this. Say, suppose again I run this, again I am getting this invalid sentence. Perhaps you forgot a comma. So what I will do now, I will, correct my mistake. I will, put a quotation mark here. And again, I will run this program. Now the program is running perfectly. First, it is printing hello world, then the number 9, and then again hello world. Okay. So you should be, using anything. You can use double quotes or single quotes. Okay. Now what will happen if I print hello world? So I am writing hello, and I am writing world like this. Now what will happen if I run this program? You can see whenever I am using comma between the two quotes, it is automatically creating a space. So in the first statement, I have written hello space world. So this is, printed like hello world. In second statement, I have written hello inside, separated by a comma. And this comma will automatically create a space. Now, what if I will, give a space? Let's see what I am doing. What if I will do this? I am giving a comma and then I will press the space bar for like 3 or 4 times or 5 times maybe. What will happen again? Say hello world will be written and one space will be there. So these are the methods by which these three methods will give the same output. Hello world, there is a space between hello and world. This will give you this output. Again, when you use comma between the two print statement, it will create a space. Now, if you will give so many, you know, spaces between the comma, the computer will create only one space. Now, what if I want some space between hello world? What I will do for this? What I will do? I will type print. Inside a single quote, I will write hello. Then I will create this. Now, when I will press, shift plus enter, this is creating a space. Okay. So this space is my intentional space because I have not used any comma in between. So this is the whole print statement where space is also treated as your string. But here inside these quotations, this is the string, hello is a string, world is another string, which are separated by comma. So comma will by default create a space between the numbers, between the, two strings. Now what happens? I will, clear all this and I am, clearing all this. Now I have say, I can print 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. See what will happen here. When I will run this, this comma will automatically create one space between 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I print 1, 2, 3, 4 without any space? Yes, I can print 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what will happen? If I will do this, 1, 2, 3, 4 will be printed without any space. Can I, print something like this? Print 1 space 2. Can I, print this? 1 space 2 space 3 space 4. What will happen now? Now you can see this is an invalid syntax. This is invalid syntax. You can't, do this. If you want to do this thing, you have to make it a string. This is a number. You can't, enter number like this. You can't put a space between these numbers. When you are giving comma, it is automatically creating spaces like this. Okay. When you are writing this 1, 2, 3, 4, this is treating itself as a whole, so it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you are writing 1 space 2 space 3 space 4. So any integer is not like this. You don't write like this. Okay, so what you will do if you want to print something like this 1 space 2 space 3 space 4, you should use comma between these. Or what I can do, I will create this as a string. So for this, what I will do, I will put it inside a quote. So now what happens? This will be treated as a string. So a string is like this. So if I now press enter, what will happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, there is a space. Secondly, 1, 2, 3, 4 is a number. Third time, this is not a number because we are writing this as 1 space 2 space 3 space 4, but this is inside quotation 1. So what I am doing is this. Okay. Now again, print a statement. I will, try to print a simple pattern. But what is that pattern? So in the first statement, I have printed this star. will it, printed this star inside this? Okay. Where is this? Okay, so this star. Then I want to print something in next line. So again, I will do this print. Inside this, I will be printing two star, and I am just copying this now. Okay, so now I am printing another star here. Now, when I run this, what is happening? When I run this, what is happening? You can see I am getting these patterns. So you can print patterns using print command or print function also. So there are, many uses of print function, and this is very, infinite thing, not infinite thing, but this will take a whole lot of time for you to understand all of the print statement. Okay. So we can, even print a smiley. So that we will be discussing in the next video. Till then, keep learning. And thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel. Goodbye. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.